Last year, the gift terminal was one of the worst things that Wargaming has ever put into World of Tanks. People would spend real money for just a chance to win an actual tank. And the worst part is, they'd also give it to you as a rental so they could bump up the number of actual times you could receive the tank by just giving everybody rentals. I know of players who received several hundred rental battles and never actually got the tank as a permanent buy, despite opening hundreds and hundreds of gift terminal tokens. At least this year, Wargaming has gotten rid of the tank inside, but now they've put in the experimental equipment, which is kind of hard to get in this game. I'm gonna see this year if this is just as much of a scam as it was last year. Howdy folks, 1of9 here from 1of9 TV, and today I've got 17 tokens in the gift terminal, and I'm going to be opening all of them to see if I earn any good rewards out of it. I've already used a handful on my streams the other night, and I got absolutely nothing, just consumables, a few personal reserves, stuff that is really not worth it. But anyways, let's get to opening these 17 tokens. It's a cool little animation, but I think it's gonna get really annoying. Okay, training booklets, not bad, not bad. Automatic fire extinguisher, that's just gonna get sold. I have 100 of them in the garage. 500 free XP, that's a few games worth, so not bad. Okay, so I got a level 1 fire control system. That's decent. It's definitely worthwhile. Okay, that's directive. Not really worth anything. Just skipping this annoying, demounting kits are probably the worst thing you could ever get. First aid kit, pretty bad. Directives, not really worthwhile. Repair kit, not really worthwhile. You can get them for 10k if you buy them smart. First aid kits, again, you can get those for 10k if you're smart about it. Just kind of not worthwhile, just directives. I only really use those if I'm trying to like absolutely min-max my tank, trying to go for marks of excellence, for example, or something. Automatic fire extinguisher, just gonna get sold. I have 100 of them in the garage, I don't need any more. 15,000 credits, not worth it. One large repair kit. Not worthwhile. Automatic fire extinguisher. Not worth it. 2 more automatic fire extinguishers. And this should be my last one. So let's see what we get. And some training booklets. Okay. So now for my final thoughts on the gift terminal. It's definitely not as bad as it was last year. Last year was absolutely scummy, and Wargaming should have been ashamed of themselves for what they decided to put into the game. The issue I have with this version of it still is that you can spend real money to get tokens. Like, you can buy large boxes to get more shards, and you can get tokens that way. I know people are going to do it because they want to get as much of the experimental equipment as they can. Please don't do that. Just don't. It's not worthwhile. You're going to spend so much money trying to get these tokens, because even with opening 240 large boxes, I only received about 12,000 of each. So that's not enough to buy that many tokens at 2,000 a pop. And the gifts and the rewards in here are simply not worth the money that you're going to spend on it. So all in all, I'm going to say this is actually still a scam. I think last year was worse. This is a step in the right direction, but they need to make the rewards in this worthwhile if they're going to give you the opportunity to spend real money on it. If they decided just to have it so you could earn a set number of tokens, like for example, you earn 1 per day or whatever by doing a certain mission, and you could not spend real money on this, I would have absolutely no issue with these rewards. I think these rewards would be fair if you weren't spending real money. But because you could go through and spend $300, $400 on boxes trying to get tokens for here, it's not worth it. So if you're thinking of, oh, I want to get as much experimental equipment as possible, don't do it. It is not worth it. It is a scam that is just trying to get you to throw more money into basically Holiday Ops is a money pit. They're just trying to get you to throw as much money in. The same way with putting exclusive tanks in here. They're going to get, the people who just want the tanks. They're going to buy as many boxes as they need to get those tanks. This is no different. I think Wargaming should change this for next year so that you get one for every festive atmosphere level. You get 1 per day or whatever as like an advent calendar gift or for completing a mission. And then that's it. You can't buy any more. You get 35 tokens, 40 tokens that you can earn if you're a dedicated player, or if you're only playing every now and then, you can get a handful of tokens and you can still get your rewards. And then if you get the rewards for free, even if you get nothing, you didn't put anything in. And because this has no guaranteed item mechanics, you could just keep getting unlucky, 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 and not get anything out of them. And I think that is a problem that Wargaming needs to fix. I don't like it. This is just gambling. And in a game that, younger people, kids, teenagers play that maybe aren't going to be able to have the ability to figure out, maybe I shouldn't spend a lot of money on this. Or if you have people who have gambling problems who will be like, ooh, this looks fun, I'm going to just keep throwing money at it until I get some good stuff. I feel like this is predatory, and I believe whatever country it is, Belgium and the EU, has actually banned the loot boxes and stuff because it's gambling. And I think they should, the tank should, remove the ability to buy tokens. That's my final thoughts. I think for real money it's a scam. If they just give you the tokens for free, it's not a big deal. Those were my thoughts on it. Comment down below, tell me if you agree with me or what your opinion is on this year's version of the gift terminal versus last year's version, for example. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. You've been epic. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks and goodbye.